Let's bring in our next guest, the highest-ranked teenager inside the top 100, 19 years old, coming off his sixth career top 10 win over Jack Draper yesterday. There he is, Jakub Mensik, joining us in our second serve coverage. Great to see you. You got myself, you got Tracy, you got Jimmy. I keep asking because it's nice enough for you to join us today. Obviously, the huge win yesterday. How's your off day today? Did you already get your practice in?
Yeah, so first of all, thanks for having me. And actually yesterday was a tough one, you know, against Czech. So yeah, it's always it's always great to have day off that you can practice, you know, a bit, you know, take some relax, take some rest, and actually prepare for the other match, which is really important.
Walk us through this match with Jack Draper. You know, going into it, kind of what was your game plan? Because you seem so cool, calm, and collected. So kind of it seemed like you had a clear pattern of what you wanted to do. So walk us through that match a little bit.
Yeah, actually, you know, no doubt on that Czech is now on fire, you know.
Yeah.
He proved his level all the weeks last week, you know, in Indian Wells. Last couple of months he's playing really well. Actually, I had an advantage here, you know, that I already played one match against Bautista.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's kind of different comparing, you know, the courts and everything, you know, compared to Indian Wells. So obviously, you know, I came there, you know, nothing to lose, and actually, you know, play against these top players, making me play, you know, my best game. So,
and you brought it.
Yeah. Actually, I did actually on the serve.
Jakub.
So. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. We all remember your huge breakthrough in Doha last year, beating Murray and Rublev and Monfils. It just kept going, finally lost in the finals. But your record against top 10 is really amazing. You're 7 wins and 10 losses. So what do you attribute that to? Because you seems like you're just a giant killer.
Yeah, like I said before, you know, playing against that's you know what I always wanted to do, you know, to be on the tour, to play against the best players in the world, and actually playing against them, it's a joy for me. I'm enjoying every moment on the court, taking the experiences, so that's why I'm bringing the best out of me.
So how do you do that now? For example, you played a challenger in the Dominican Republic last week. How do you do it for, say, first rounds, or when you're not playing somebody, say, in the top 20, top 30? How do you bring that same mentality?
Yeah, actually, it's of course every match is different, but you know, my mentality, or I mean my point of view on these matches are always the same. Like if I'm playing against the Jag or Damir Jumhur, you know, last week, actually when I lost, you know, I'm trying, you know, to stay focused on just on my game and not. Obviously, you know, if you're playing against Novak Djokovic or someone who is out of the top 100, but still, you know, I'm trying to show my best performance, even if I'm here in Miami or in Kopkana in Challenger.
Yeah. Is there something in the water that produces all these great Czech players? Because throughout history, there's always great Czech players. What about that country produces them? And you're obviously the next one in line to become great.
We had a break, kind of, you know, because past years there, after, I mean, Tomas Berdych and Radek Stepanek, there was no one actually. But yeah, right now, you know, when Jiří and Tomas, we are all very young, so it's actually good to have them on the tour, you know, and. Yeah, like I said, it's great to have them, you know, and I
think you know, going along what you said, Jimmy, you know, we were speaking about he's from Prostějov, Czech Republic. That's where he was born, and I played a couple of challengers there, and it's the biggest national tennis center in the Czech Republic. And we were speaking that quite a few of the top players all train together in Prostějov. So maybe you can talk about that.
Exactly. Yeah, when of course the tour is pretty long, you know, the season. So when I'm at home, spending some time in Czech, I'm practicing in Prostějov. It's my hometown actually. So yeah, it's great when Jiří is there or other good players. You know, we can practice together and spend some time.
Lehečka, Bahach, they all kind of train there together with you.
Exactly. Yeah.
You had 21 aces against Jack Draper. You had 23 aces against Roberto Bautista Agut. This year, you are acing your opponent 16% of the time. That would be second best on tour, and last year that would have been third best. Is your serve feeling as good as it's ever felt right now? And can it even improve? That's a scary thought.
Yeah. Yeah, my serve is my biggest weapon. Actually, you know, it's feeling here. I'm in the conditions and everything. I'm getting used to. So I feel pretty much confident here. You know, in Miami, serving pretty well. So not bad. Those aces, those percentages. So hopefully.
I wish I would have been able to do that. That's unbelievable.
You've made a very quick transition from the juniors to the pros. Is it because your group of juniors are so good that transition almost was easy? It seems like you're winning as soon as you started playing the pros.
Yeah, it's always difficult, you know, the transition from the juniors. When I reached 2022 Australian Open finals in juniors, in that time I was like, okay, well, in this point, juniors not giving me what I need, so I started to play futures, you know, and this kind of journey that everyone went through. So yeah, it was really important to start in this pretty young age, because otherwise I would start with the futures last year.
Jakub, I want to ask you, dig in a little further into Jimmy's question, because, of course, you talked about the men, but there was Karolina Pliskova, got to the top of the game, Kvitova, who won 2 majors as well. There's got to be something with the clubs or the coaches, or is it everybody playing such great competition? Are there tons of junior tournaments every weekend? What specific people with great technique? Because it seems like everybody has a great serve as well. What specifically for, I would say, a pretty small country in Europe to come through with so many champions and top players?
It's pretty scary, you know, because yeah, I mean 10, 11 girls in top 100. It's crazy, and I think it's because, you know, like our national tennis centers are pretty big, you know, producing a lot of good young players, which are unbelievable, and they are going through all the steps, you know, pretty much early. So a lot of young players are coming. So that's great. And the key, I don't know.
Do you guys just start working on the backhand? Is that the first shot that you learn in tennis? Because I feel like all Czech players have an unbelievable backhand.
Yeah, I heard this one already.
Do you start working on that? Is that the first shot? Or?
And serve.
No. Well, yeah, exactly. The serve for me, back and down the line, especially.
Well, but Pliskova, they have a twins, and one righty and one lefty. Same exact serve, looks like in a mirror. So there's got to be some great coaches. Are there fantastic coaches over there also?
Yeah, true that. I mean, a lot of former players. They are doing, you know, coach stuff right now in these days in Czech Republic, which is also important in this very young age to have someone who is really, you know how it works and everything. So it's really important to have these kind of experiences during this young age.
Yeah, you mentioned some of those players being Thomas Berdych, Radek Stepanek. They're doing some coaching. I've got to ask you about data analytics. I know you kind of are focused on the analytics when you go into matches. When did you start working with data analytics, and how much are you diving into it and want to see the video? Because I've seen it before where they have specific video you can watch and all the percentages. How much are you diving into it?
Actually, a lot.
Yeah.
Me and my coach Thomas Josefus, we started actually before Gora. We had our analysis, you know, and which starting from the juniors, and I know in these days is one of the most important thing during, you know, the preparation, like opponent scouting report. Also, you can watch your own game there, you know, your own statistics, so you can improve during the practices, which is one of the most important things now these days in tennis, and we are working a lot with that. And actually, Gora is helping us for 2-3 years.
Okay.
For now, so yeah, there is no match or no like practice that we will be not using the Gora tennis analytics. So
Love it.
Before every match, I'm stepping on. Actually, tomorrow against Safjunin, you know, I already have my opponent scouting report.
I love that.
That's impressive. First meeting between those two. Pegula got the opening game hold. You've always gone extra tight on the sides with the haircut. It's looking great this week. The shorter you go, is that the faster you feel on court? You must be feeling lightning speed this week.
No. Actually, there is something about it. But yeah, right now I have been not having a haircut not that pretty much done last few weeks. So right here, I don't know what you guys, but last year I visited the hairdresser as well, and they did like pretty much short, you know.
Yeah.
you can
Like
see
me.
it, yeah.
I like it.
That's okay. You can go like me. We'll be twins. We'll be twins. I like it.
You know, when you look good, you feel good, then you play good. You know, you got Satfield in the next round, first meeting. Just thank you for hanging with us. Best of luck in the next round. Great playing.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. Thanks
Nice
a lot. Good luck,
playing.
man. Keep it
Thanks.
going.
See ya.
Keep it going.
Good luck.